Well, hello folks, it's Stefan once again with my BMW X650i, the car that I love so much. No, in reality, actually, I do love this car a lot. It's got some little temper tantrums and its own personality, but I don't think that there's one car enthusiast that was looking to buy a perfect car, because the moment they would bring it home, they would probably be bored to tears with it. I enjoyed dabbling around with some of the little details on this car that bring it into a perfect setting for myself and for anybody else that makes the mistake of joining me for a ride in my BMW X6. But seriously, today we're going to be talking about comfort access, and I've got a broken comfort access on my X6. And a comfort access is when you take your finger to unlock the door and you just push the little ruffly ridges area here on the long portion of the door handle, and that's supposed to unlock the door. Well, it didn't unlock my door. I didn't even know it had comfort access when I was looking at it on the used lot, and then it took a friend of mine that owned a BMW as well, and he goes, "Dude, your comfort access doesn't work." I'm like, "My what?" So anyway, and the thing is that for the last 3 years I haven't had it fixed. And the reason I haven't had it fixed is because the BMW dealers scared me away from having it done. When I took it in to ask them how much it would cost to fix it, they said, well, okay, well, first we're going to have to diagnose, and then after we diagnose, we're going to have to order the parts, and, the part could be the handle, and then that's the expensive part, because, the handle alone is $250, and then to get it painted body color is another $250, and by the time he was done spitting out, and do this, try it, call, talk to your service advisor and pretend you're going to get it done there, or just talk to him on the phone. They will quote you anywhere from $1,300 to $1,500 just to fix this part, or this comfort access. Now, what am I getting it fixed for? I went online and I looked at a BMW Parts Hub website, and I found this BMW part. It did come in a BMW bag. So I know it's a genuine BMW, but I was able to order the part painted to color. It came in body color for $252.46 delivered. So I'm a happy camper, because I know that all that's really required to change this and fix my soft access is comfort access, one single Allen wrench. And we're going to go over that fix today. All right, so there it is, our part doppelganger. Well, actually, it's genuine BMW, so I don't know how much of a doppelganger it really is, but they nailed it, didn't they? The color has been, it's just a little bit darker because, of course, the original handle has suffered some UV bleaching over the 6 years that it's been in service. So I think that is actually a really great part. So let's take a look here. Let's show you how this should all go. All right, inside of the door here, you'll see a little rubber grommet, and that rubber grommet can be just kind of peeled back. Now, once that rubber grommet is off, we're going to take our flashlight here, and we're going to look inside that hole. All right, so looking inside that hole, all right, do you see, get my camera in the right place here. All right, okay, oops, okay. All right, there we go. Do you see the Allen screw in there? All right, okay, so that's it. That's the Allen screw that we have to loosen in order to pull off the small key portion of this door handle. So let's do that first, and we'll continue after that. Okay, so this Allen screw is not supposed to come all the way out. You're just supposed to be able to loosen it to make way for that lock portion to loosen itself up here. Let's see here. And it's already starting to move. I can feel as if I'm coming closer to the end. It seems that there's this weather stripping that kind of my Allen wrench wants to bump into, so I'm trying not to to score that weather stripping every time I come around again. This is the part where I go. Hey, if I don't entertain myself, I don't know who would. So, all right, it's really starting to wiggle loose here now. Keep in mind, this is the first time I've done this. Don't you want me to be your mechanic? Well, that's the first time that I would have done this procedure to this particular model of car. I hope you don't mind volunteering your vehicle for my learning purposes. All right, so I just got a little more leverage, and indeed it popped out from this side. Now, as we pull that out here, okay. Aha, that's good. All right, so we left the light behind here. We're gonna leave that right there. That's that little pin light that comes and shines down whenever you hit the unlock button. So that's what that part looks like right there. Let's see if we can even leave that there, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this out like that and back. I need a little light. Don't want, well, I mean, the part's going in the garbage. I don't know why I'm so concerned about not breaking it. But okay. Okay, so that goes all the way to the back. All right. We'll want to make sure we seat that correctly again. This part, make sure we seat that correctly all the way in the back there again. And then this, you just pull out like that. And it has a harness right there, and we're gonna separate that harness and plug in the new one. Okay, so we'll pop this harness here, however that thing is popped, like so, I assume. Let's take a look. This harness ends here, so it's this portion here that needs to be popped. Okay. We'll pop the harness like this. There we go. All right, so it comes apart like that. All right, we'll reinsert our new handle, making sure the harness goes back on correctly. It does. All right, now we're gonna reinsert this here. Like so, and this goes towards all the way towards the back again. Of course, I'm getting it all schmutzy. We can clean that up later, though. Need the flashlight again. Okay. Okay. It's gonna stay there. That goes. Aha. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. No. Maybe. Maybe. No. All right, when you first put this new door handle back in, it's going to be kind of loosey-goosey, all right? So don't fret, as long as you've made contact in here with that little C-clamp, insofar as finding the hinge, the fulcrum that like goes around this way, that's cool. Also make sure that your T intersection here is hooked up. All right, your T intersection, to give you some light here. All right, so the T for this is back there. You see where that black arm ends? All right, it should be in the T, which mine is. It's seated there in the T. All right, and you'll see that as you're putting in this first piece here that there's a T back there, and you've got to make a catch. To be able to pull the door, this way. You'll see that. So we're gonna leave that light there. And then we're going to put back in our lock device. There we go. So we're gonna leave that light there and put back in our lock device over that light, making sure that the light goes back into the bottom here, since that is your welcome pin light. And then also make sure that that Allen screw is still there, because that is going to go right into that hole there and seal up the entire job. All right, so I've got that light lined up here, and there it is. I'm probably gonna screw myself over here just to show you guys, because this is a little bit tricky, all right? So I'm gonna pull this back out. Oh, you lost the initiative, Ghost Rider. Okay, so here, let's take a look. Right in the back. All right, do you see that hole back there, that white hole? Okay, and there's a wire like right in front of it. All right, so you're gonna have to steer around that wire, all right? And that's where, all right, so it goes like this. That's where this goes into, all right? So you're gonna steer this back there into that white hole, and then also make sure that that pin light is lined up with the bottom here, all right? Let's see if I can do it. Can you do it, man? All right, I'm gonna need both hands for this. All right, from this side, it looks good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten that Allen screw back up again, and then we're gonna try it out and see if it worked. This is that now that the light's a little bit better. This is that weather stripping. Just make sure that when you're turning your Allen screw, you don't screw that up. All right, well, here comes the moment of truth. The door is unlocked. All right, so we're gonna let it close. All right, and here, well, the pin light's working. All right, so the pin light's good. All right, so that's a one giant leap for mankind there for me. And will it lock? Yes! Okay, so a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears as is usual with any complex BMW, but that's pretty much it. $1,300 to $1,500 from a BMW dealership, tackled for $256. Amazing. All right, well, there you go. It's really not that hard. Once I got it off, it was a little daunting getting the fork to settle correctly back here, and then also recognizing that I actually had to slowly be putting in this lock at the same time in order to get this handle to settle in there. So the light works, the lock works, I'm ecstatic, and all it took, this is your $1,300 to $1,500 repair bill right here. A freaking Allen wrench. Really? What BMW charges per hour for this, or how many hours to fix this? I'm gonna call, and I'm gonna leave that in the description. I'm also gonna leave the possible size of this Allen wrench if I find it out. It was just in the toolbox and it happened to fit. What's more, also once I'm done here, I'm going to give these guys some great juju. It's BMW Parts Hub. They made sure that this arrived in my body color. It's just a couple of guys. I phoned them. If you do have any questions, send them an email. Give them a couple of days to respond. But these guys are good too. FCP Euro and BMW Parts Hub. I recommend both of those. That's it. Thanks for watching.